This is a game from the tournament, USA Championships 2026, where I'm playing against Mantis. Figured I'd record this, so if I do stick with this game, it'd be cool to look back on. A few notes about the setup. I mean, Mantis is 500 rated, much better player than I am. So I figured I'd stick to a pretty conventional setup. No bombs up high, 9 and 10 opposite sides. I threw the spy kind of far away from the 9 just to kind of throw him off a bit. But it doesn't really matter because I was going to play more defensive anyway. And I didn't think Mantis would play aggressive against me being so low rated. I also didn't think bombs up high would be good against him because I don't think he would take any risks like that. Lottoing went because he doesn't need to. He could just play his game and get to late game and probably just beat me. So yeah, that's kind of why I did this setup. So we start here. Some scouting early. He got rid of a lot of scouts very early. And in this point of the game, I feel like it's just kind of whatever. Inconsequential. I mean, info is important. I feel like right here, he learns the 4 and 6 and kind of traps his lane for me pretty early on, which is good for him. And I really don't have good pieces defending the 4 or the 6, which he doesn't know, but that's why I don't really do anything here for most of the game. So I land the 5 there. Bring up this 4 like I'm gonna bluff it, but I don't. So I don't really know what I'm doing with that piece. I learned the 7. I'm glad to learn the major early there. Losing the 4 to the 5 kind of sucks there. Only getting a scout with that 4. In hindsight, I wish I kind of protected the 4 with the 7, but the 7 wasn't going to get there in time if he kept pushing with the 5. Or let's see. Yeah, because if I go up with the 7, it goes over. Maybe it would. Go up with the 7. Here. He goes here. I go here. Goes here, I go. Okay, the 7 would have got there. I think I should go up with the 7 there, but it's so far back. I don't know. Maybe it's too obvious that it's something good too. Anyway, right now he's down 1 scout, but I'm down a sergeant, so he's definitely a good spot. And like I said earlier, I mean I can't do anything in this lane, which is really good for him, I think. And then one thing I think is really bad, this is my flag side, and it's pretty much opened up. I do have my marshal there, but so he takes scouts. So he comes down with this. Wonder if I should have moved up my 8. But I guess I respected that piece. Yeah, it's not worth risking the 8. It's protected by the 9 in my head. But I don't really think that's anything high in hindsight. I don't know what I thought in the game. So in my head, I definitely think one of these are low. But I also don't think there's any point of me hitting. Just let him try to hit. I counter. did do a pretty decent job of remembering this major. He comes out with another piece, removes that, and I never thought that was too high. He actually takes it with a 9, so I didn't think about that much in the game, but that was actually really bad for me, because he goes up the kernel there, so I don't know what I could have done differently, unless if I just had my 10 there, it would have been great. I guess that's kind of risky for him. Somehow he knows he's just betting that the 10's not there, so, but he came up way ahead on that. I finally decided to hit there, and there's a 7, so yeah, can't do much about that. So all of this, I'm pretty sure I just want to scout right here, because I'm pretty confident I can take that with the 8. But I'm doing a lot of moves for that, and I don't know if it's worth it. He's going to scout this or this. I don't. So he scouts that. I discover the bomb. Once I find the bomb there, for some reason I just felt confident that I could move my 8 up. But it's probably a really bad move since I'm already down at 8. I do suspect this to be high, and my initial read was actually the 10. But so I respect it and move back. I can't remember if I read that as a 10 or that, but I'm pretty sure I was reading that as a 10. I guess I'm bluffing this a little bit. No, not really. Non-committal bluff. So he knows my 7 there. Oh, so he just wants to take. He didn't know that 3. I guess he just figures he got an 8 on this side. He got the 9, so he knows it's weak on that side. So yeah, so this is a good move, I think, from him, just to know that the 10's over here, and he can just do that with the major. And I have to trade after he gets 2 pieces, so I'm down significantly at this point. Okay, so that was the 8, not the 10. Later on, I have a read on the 10 over there. 8, 7, 7. I'm down at 8. And some smaller pieces. So I move my spy up here. So I feel like I need to do something, and I think the 10's over here. I'm kind of just leaving this open, and maybe that's why he doesn't suspect it as a bomb or a flag anymore. Or maybe he just doesn't want to make the move to the flag. Just, no, not worth it right now. I think at the time I suspected that was low, but I didn't really care to hit it. So this minor here, this is where I think I just get antsy and I want to do something, but it's probably better just to hold it back. But I actually get some material for it. I mean, I get a 2, I think, and a scout and a minor. Nothing crazy. And then there's absolutely no reason to move up the second minor, I don't think, unless I'm trying to bluff it, but it's way back corner, so it's not a good piece. And this is where initially I do think that's the 10. I'm pretty sure, and I suspect that is the spy actually. Oh no, never mind. But he loses. He goes down to lieutenant there. Somewhere in the game, I suspect one of these is a 10. Maybe this one. Yeah, I think the second miner is just too greedy, and you're not gonna get anything off of it really. So right here, I try to pretend. I move my 6 to try to like act like I'm scared of this, but it's just his 8. I mean, there's no reason to lose my 6 there. It's gonna get trapped by the 7 anyway, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe there it makes it look like I have a flag. So he trades. Okay, so this is what I've been talking about again. Pretty sure that's a 10, so that's why I moved my spy up. He doesn't have any more scouts, that's also why I actually moved my spy up here. If he moves here, I'm instant taking with the spy, but he never does. He comes here, and then I feel like right there, he suspects this is my spy, and I think that's his spy. In my head, in the moment of the game, I don't really remember what that is at the moment, but and then I move something up here, or I think this is the spot. So right here, this is where the game really, this is where I feel like I really lose the game. I offer him the trade, he doesn't take it. What's the trade? I feel like it's probably good for him since I'm down a colonel. But because he just lets me go by, then this read on this 10 here, I now think that's a spy. And I think that's a 10 because he wants me to walk into the 10. But that's also not moved the whole game, so it could very well be a bomb. And I think what I should have done is move the marshal here instead of moving the 6 up, or move the major here. Keep the spy here. I mean, maybe he just moves that, but then I move the 1 down. I don't know. So he insta takes with the 10. And now I think that's low. But he's not going to let me get it. And yeah, it's the 1. So I really shouldn't have moved the 6 up because I had a good read on his 10. If I got lucky with my spy, it would have been great for me. But now he forces the 3 over. So I just trade 3s. At this point in the game, I think I'm just in a terrible spot. I mean, there's no chance. He's up 3 captains. I'm up 2 lieutenants, but that doesn't really matter. He's up 1 colonel. And then we're even on sergeants and minors. So now I think I kind of turtle a little bit, move everything back in this area with my flag. And this is where he can take with his 8, and then there's no repercussions. So in my head, as he's coming down with his 8, I'm trying to think of what I can do, and there's really just nothing I could have done in time. I think right there I have a couple options bluffing a piece, but there's really no point to bluff a piece because he can just take with a 10. I guess the good thing about bluffing a piece there is then he can't read the 10 as much, but now he probably suspects that as a 10. But I didn't aggress with it too much, so I don't know. Marshal's still unknown. It's the only upside. So right here is really where I lose the game. I lose track of his marshal. At some point. So 7, 7. Both of his 7s were known. and his 8 was known, and his 10 was known, so my 7 can hit here, hit here, hit here, no problem, if he lets me. So I move here, I reveal my my marshal, to take his major. Now we're even in majors. I just don't know if that was, I feel like I had to, because he was going to trap that if I go up. Yeah, I felt like I just had to. Then I go to aggressive with my 1. He has no fear with a 7. And at some point I mix these two up. And that's definitely the sealer of the game, even though it's already basically lost. So yeah, for some reason I think that's his 10. I come over with a spy. And yeah, that's basically the game losing play right there, but I decided to play on anyway. I still hate that I made that play. But that's just how important it is to remember pieces. And how easy it is to forget. But he forgot my marshal there. But I only picked a sergeant, not really good. If I picked up the colonel it would have been nice, but so he doesn't go for the trade on 7s there. I think in this position it is good for him and bad for me, so I probably shouldn't even move it there, but I don't think my 7 lives. Like if I go up he traps it with the marsh. If I go down he just traps it, so he takes the 5, which has moved, so he knows that. These have moved and he knows the 4, so really all these are attackable. And I'm acting like they're not by just keeping them still, which is a mistake. A good player would just... Mantis probably knows too that they were, but he doesn't need to hit them. I haven't moved these. Which 6 is... Yeah, so at this point I'm thinking in my head I just need to get down with something. It's my only chance. That 3 had no chance. It got tracked down by the 8. So with that sergeant, I'm really hoping to take a minor, but if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, this is the piece that hasn't moved, so I suspect that's a bomb. It hasn't moved, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all his movable pieces are visible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all his movable pieces are known, but at the time my memory's so shot, I don't know that. So I go into a bomb that I should know, but I'm just not that good yet. I may never get that point, but I do know that's a bomb, at the very least. He's not going to let me take those pieces very smartly. Get a miner, which is good. So at this point, I'm thinking I come here. Oh, I might have a chance at the bomb, but no, that's a movable piece. So I should know at that point that the game's doomed for me and I surrender. But too. I just didn't realize that at the moment. So I play it out and this. This 3's dead. So I get the captain. See, if my 4 was there, if my 3 was there instead of the 4, come over here. Well, no, because that moved him out. But if I had a 3 over there, no, I can't do anything. Cause yeah, no, it's just unwinnable. But I tried it. I think it was just a D bomb there, bombed in. Yep. Just played a good game. Punished my mistakes. I fared better than I thought I would against him, but it was a good game. I was happy to play against Mantis for round 1. I just thought it was exciting because of his channel, his content he puts out. So I was very happy with the game.